Riftbreaker is probably one of the best games I've played in a very long time, and the crazy thing about it is it's made by an indie dev studio that has the polish and the refinement of pretty much a AAA RTS studio. It is such a breath of fresh air. It is so interesting and unique, and I really think other people should check it out because, for one, it's got amazing support from the devs. They just released a new DLC called Metal Terror, which adds a bunch more content to the game, a whole new biome, new enemies, new buildings, new weapons for the character to use. It's totally awesome. But yeah, Riftbreaker, it is, what can I say? It's very much like Factario, if you want to compare it to something, or you can compare it to an RTS game. The basic premise of the game is you're on a hostile alien planet, you got to mine resources, survive the hostile wildlife, and gather intel and survey the planet and get information about it. And it's nutty. It's so cool. There's so many buildings to do, so many resources to gather, process, refine. You got a huge tech tree to upgrade your character. You can upgrade buildings, structures, tech, weapons, armor. It's insane the amount of things you can do in this game. And the campaign is persistent. So what's really unique about it is the campaign starts, right? You know, other games, you have a campaign, you do mission 1, you go to mission 2, you go to mission 3. Every mission, you rebuild your base, you start over. Well, in Riftbreaker, from what I can tell from the time I've played, is it's all one campaign. And you create these jumps, these portals to take you to other areas on the planet. So you'll go to like a desert area on the planet or an ice area or whatever have you. But your base that you made here in this forest biome or your starter biome that you're in is still here. And you might have to come back and defend it. So like once I explore this whole map down in the bottom right corner, you know, that's it. But like this base could get attacked. My desert base could get attacked, etc., which I find the degree of persistence and the fact that everything you do stays is really cool and really unique. It's like it's not like you're always restarting, starting over, building again. Now, granted, when you do go to those new planets, you do gotta obviously build up the infrastructure again. But what you already made still plays a pivotal role in what you're doing, and the whole campaign is like that. So you're constantly going around to new places, doing new things in the campaign, fighting new enemy types, unlocking new tech, new buildings, new structures, and it is super engaging in that way, and it really keeps you motivated and keeps you wanting to play. It does have a survival mode as well. That's like kind of a off mode where you can just play and see how long you survive, and it can go on for an hour, 10 hours, however long you want it to go. But the campaign has probably the best way to learn the game because they kind of walk you through everything as you play, help you get your, you know, your bearings on what to build first, how everything works. The campaign has good voice acting. The controls are phenomenal. It feels fluid. It feels good. The game looks fantastic. It's a breath of fresh air. It really is. I'm one of those people that grew up with the RTS genre. I was a big StarCraft fan back in the day. Original StarCraft. I played Warcraft 1 and 2. I played the original Command and Conquer, all the Command and Conquers. I played like all the spin-off RTS. Just any RTS, I would jump right on it. And I know this game isn't as much of an RTS as it is like a Factario or Satisfactory game to some extent. You just get attacked a lot more, and there's a lot more combat oriented. You played Factario, you know it's more about building and making your logistics proper and having everything connected properly so all your conveyor belts work and stuff and your resources get to where they gotta go. And then you have like all the automatic refinement. But like I said, the skill tree here, the research tree, this is just the base and buildings. As you can see, it's freaking massive. Then you got the guns and weapons, and then you got like alien life forms, and each one of the trees is just like this. A giant, massive tree of things to research, things to unlock. And like I said, this progresses through like the 20-hour campaign. Like your one run is going to take you about 20 hours, if not more, maybe a little bit less. I guess it just depends on how thorough you want to be. But I think it's insane that I opened this up and I don't know, man. I was like, what? I got to unlock all this? But then I realized, like I said, it's throughout a whole campaign that takes many, many hours. It's not like you're doing this in a 2-hour session. So just insane amount of things to unlock and upgrade and research. But I was saying earlier, it's such a breath of fresh air because we don't really get these kind of games anymore, and if we do get them, they're not to this kind of quality. And it just blows my mind that a indie studio was able to make a game look this good, feel this good, respond this good. Now, no, there's no jank. You know, there might be a couple bugs here and there. I didn't experience any, but it is it feels good. Maybe I'm just an old man being in my 30s, but it feels really good to play a game that isn't a shooter, isn't a BR, isn't a MOBA, you know. And I hope the devs keep supporting it. They seem to want to support it in the long haul because they had such a good sales reception in the beginning that they were saying we're going to be supporting this game for a time to come. So I hope they keep adding content. I hope they keep, you know, just supporting the game, and maybe eventually we could do like a co-op or something. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure people are asking for that, some type of co-op or multiplayer, play with your friends. But the aliens are kind of like a Zerg-like thing from StarCraft or alien species, you know, which is really cool. And they have different units, different things that'll attack you. It's good. It's good. I know I've said that this whole time, but I highly recommend you check it out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. The game is on Game Pass as well on PC. So if you do have Game Pass and you want to check it out that way, go right ahead. Check it out that way if you got Game Pass. If not, you can get it on Steam as well. It is not a bad choice. It's good. It will keep you going. Then it has a lot of replay value with the survival mode and just other things you can do. But I was blown away, like I said, by the amount of just how it felt. It just felt so good. It felt so refined. It felt so good. Everything about it I liked. You do get really big bases, and it does get a little hard to manage them because, you know, you gotta build around resource deposits, and like the AI, the monsters, the feral creatures on the planets, they'll attack any of your bases at any time. You get like a warning and stuff so you can kind of prepare or anticipate. But, you know, it really comes down to, I can see a lot of people getting really into the base building aspect where you're trying to make the most effective base, you know, have the best walls, placement of everything. And I think a lot of people really like that. And I think that keeps a lot of people playing a game like this, is just mastering the base building, mastering the layout, you know, and figuring out, you can set little teleporters around the map so you can go from one area of the map to the other. And like I said, you can go from one biome to the other, which is a whole different map. So that kind of helps you get around and get to your bases quicker. You can build floors to move faster to get around your base. Because, you know, you're going to realize your turrets can only do so much to protect you from things. They kind of just stall. They kind of stall the hostile creatures until you get there and kind of clean up. But you get all different kinds of weapons, melee weapons, ranged weapons. You get abilities. You can place mines. You can heal yourself. There's a good amount going for this game, and I think if you're a fan of this genre, or you're a fan of these style of games, or you just want something like this, I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think you could do a lot worse, and I hope the devs continue to support the game, and I am definitely going to be playing it a lot more, so might make some more videos on this game, maybe helping some new players out, maybe doing other things with it, maybe be streaming it as well. But I just want to say it's one of the best games I played this year, and it actually came out, I believe it came out last year. So I didn't even play it when it came out because there were other games and stuff, so I didn't have time to get into it, but it was something on my radar. So thank you guys for watching the video. Let me know what you think. If you have any comments down below, any questions about the game. Have you been playing it? Do you guys enjoy it? Like, what is it that keeps you coming back, you know, other than the new DLC that came out? It is, it's a hidden gem of a game for sure. It's a game that many people might not know about. You know, and I just want to let people know that it exists and tell them that, hey, you should check this out. It is a phenomenal game. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later. Peace.